Today's question: your favorite YouTube channel. Bear in mind it must not be Pokemon related. Let's go straight to this match. This was a match against Almighty Sasuke, Uzumaki Naruto, Ninja, too boring, so many names. Definitely leave a name down there so I can put it in description so people can check you out. But without further ado, let's get this game started. So I'm gonna lead off with Melodic. He's gonna decide to lead off with his Deoxys defensive form, and I'm just gonna proceed to Toxic that Feint to Oblivion. But unfortunately he decides Toxic as well. Yeah, unfortunately I'm running Recover over Rest. Rest was crippled in this generation. It kind of works on Melodic and a couple of other things that are still bulky enough, but it's just not as effective as it was back in the day. So I'm gonna proceed to switch out to my Shaman and easily take whatever he's gonna do. So I'm gonna go for the lead seat. He's gonna see that coming easily and proceed to go to his own Shaman, absorb that nicely there, and now he's gonna make an exceptional move, knowing that I'm gonna just, you know, hidden power fire. I guess trying to scout at the same time, but he's pretty sure I run hidden power fire. And I'm just gonna decide to switch out to Melodic after the Flash Fire. Shandera is definitely a Pokemon to not be kidding around with. This thing can rage. You know that Shandera's massive special attack stats are sometimes kinda scary, but in this case he's gonna Energy Ball. I'm gonna recover, and that was a big mistake. I should have just surfed away, but I was kind of debating him switching out, knowing that I'm pretty sure I should have survived the Fire Blast. Plus there is a chance he's gonna be a split. He actually decided to Energy Ball. This turn I'm gonna predict him to just Energy Ball again, and I don't want to risk him getting like a max damage, like me barely surviving. I want to get as much damage on Shandera as possible, but unfortunately he switches out to his Deoxys defensive form to pretty much sponge the surf and take it like a Deoxys always takes it, as long as it's a defensive form. Others kind of fail at it, but he's gonna decide to recover. Seeing the recover, I'm kind of glad, being that he's Toxic. This is gonna make my life a little bit easier. I know my Melodic is Toxic as well, so it was like a good deal there, but I definitely need to think in advance. This thing can prove me to be an excellent essence to my team, how I need to play around his team to have a chance. So this Deoxys being poisoned is definitely a bonus. Hippowdon there, just Toxic stalling, knowing he's not gonna go for it. Switching back to Melodic, knowing he's gonna go for the Toxic, just playing it safe. Who knows? He knows he's gonna be faster. I'm not gonna put up the rocks yet. I know he's got the Shandera, but I want to put up the Sandstorm just to get some some residual damage there, plus negate the leftovers. That's pretty much my plan. Plus the reason I did not lead with a Hippowdon is because, you know, in today's games team preview kind of makes the leads kind of obvious, and so I kind of changed the leads position. Plus, what's a lead today when you have team preview? What's a real lead? But yeah, you know, I'm just gonna recover. We're just poison stalling each other out. Whoever dies. I'm gonna decide to switch out. He is gonna decide to switch out. Unfortunately he predicts me to switch out to Alakazam. An exceptional move on his part. I acknowledge that big time. Switching out to Hippowdon, predicting the curse. Kinda scared of the Toxic, like him running like a really gimmicky set, being that his team is quite defensive and he likes playing defensive. He's like me, but this is a request team. Well, it's not really, it's kind of like a request. Some people have put teams in my channel, request me to use these teams, and the team that got my, you know, that kind of got me thinking, well, this is a good team, I'm gonna use it. Yeah, this team was requested on my channel, so I decided to use it. After the +2 curse, Body Slam did not do half. That's how powerful Hippowdon really is. I'm gonna roar away to destroy all those setups, so I can proceed to have easier time against his other guys, and kind of hoping this thing is gonna come in. Thank God. Everything else can be problematic. Raikou, I'm pretty sure he's got hidden power. Shandera can easily take me down, but this Feint is the absolute perfect switch. perfect forcing switch, so I can easily slack off, knowing he's gonna predict my switch, fearing the toxic, and I predict correctly. This was actually pretty scary. If he would have proceeded to toxic me as I slack off, this may be deadly. But I did predict correctly. I'm gonna switch out. He's gonna switch out. Unfortunately, yeah, he's got a type advantage in this case, a big type advantage. Shaman definitely needs to have Seed Flare. There is not a single Shaman out there that doesn't run Seed Flare, exception of all those physical Shamans with Sword Dance. Those are the other story, but this one is special, no exception there. Seed Flare away, that does a respectable amount, but I'm really not defensive in any way, shape or form. I'm more of your typical offensive one, but this one still runs lead seed, you know, Sandstorm still negating my leftovers. Can always work for my team support. So hidden power, I'm guessing ice, fire, whatever it is, it's super effective. I don't want to switch out. Shaman is way too big of a threat, but unfortunately he gets a crit, which I'm pretty sure it matters. I was going for the rest there, and but when I think about it a little bit more, I really don't know which switch I should have made there, because Shaman is a threat. So I guess my plan was pretty much just to death fire my Shaman. So me going for the rest there, him not getting the crit would have pretty much make the whole process just a bit longer. So you know, may as well get a crit and make the whole thing a little bit shorter. But Sahi coming from Jinosagi actually one hit kills after having that much of HP. I was quite surprised, but I guess that was the absolute maximum damage. Whatever the case, Shaman was taken down. Snorlax comes into here, and I'm gonna switch out to Golurk. He makes a double switch, predicting my Hippowdon, I'm guessing. But unfortunately, I switch out to Golurk. Now, I don't want to get toxic, and I'm just gonna switch out to Melodic. But unfortunately, he knows I'm gonna do that, so he's not gonna take the bait, and he's gonna prove to make the right decision in going for the Nightshade, break me down to a point where even leftovers are not gonna go up, and poison is still gonna wear me down. So I'm definitely not standing over 100 HP, so I cannot take his Nightshade anymore. That's quite unfortunate. Melodic is gonna go down, but being that Melodic was poisoned, it did it was standing up there for quite a while. I was kind of surprised, but he's gonna recover here. I'm gonna go to Golurk, hoping he's not gonna toxic, and thank God he did not go for the toxic. Then again, poison was still wearing him down, so if he would have toxic me, poison would have wear him down, plus the Sandstorm and all the good stuff. But I would have been behind the sub, but then again I would have been poisoned, so stuff would have been a little bit difficult. Here comes the Machamp, the only Pokemon that can master my moves, that can absorb them, that can endure the pain, and hopefully take me down. Just gonna proceed to go for the payback, but it's only 50 base, being that it actually hits me first, and I proceed to Earthquake him, hopefully 2-hit kill him. And he did take it quite well, and judging by this payback damage, this is only 50 base. I'm quite surprised how much that did. Is this thing banded, or I'm just underestimating Machamp's bulk, because I see no life orb. You know, that's quite powerful for being only 50 base. I know it's super effective and all, but thank God second Earthquake was enough to demolish his Machamp. And here comes the Raikou. Hidden power, definitely dominate my Golurk. But what can we do? Golurk is gonna go down. It's definitely a good death hour at this point of scene. I definitely need to have my Hippowdon for his Snorlax. I need to have my Scoutland for the late game sweep. Scoutland, you may have seen me use Stoutland, not Scoutland. But I use that dog pretty much always late game. I never use him in the middle game. I never use him early in the game. I always use him like in the late game when stuff are really going down, just to wear stuff down. And then when I know I'm sure I can handle his last pokes, then I switch out to my dog and rage through the opponent's team. I just hope it's gonna work like I planned here, but we're gonna see. So Snorlax trying to set up the curse, you know, it's a Hippowdon. I'm just gonna proceed to roar. Stealth Rock damage on the Chandelure. Energy Ball is not gonna take me down. Running leftovers, you know, Chandelure does have more than 200 defense, so in my book a ghost that has more than 200 defense still has respectable defense. It's not like Gengar that has like pathetic defense, but whatever the case, he makes some misclick there, earthquake is gonna rage through his Raikou. That was quite unfortunate, but really that misclick wasn't that big because I still have my Stoutland and I still have my Alakazam back in my hands, and I'm pretty sure I can deal with this Snorlax and his Raikou. But what's done is done. I was kind of surprised seeing my Hippowdon actually surviving all these moves, Body Slam, Neutral, Aura Sphere. It is unstab, but it's still pretty powerful. And then we have even the Energy Ball coming from Chandelure, one of the biggest special attackers out there. I was quite surprised how good I take all those moves and still survive. Maybe with bare minimum, but still, wow, I would have not been surprised if that Energy Ball was definitely minimum, because or I'm just underestimating. Whatever the case, I'm gonna take him down to a point where he's gonna be forced to rest, and this is definitely gonna go into my favor because he does not have the Chesto, and I'm just gonna proceed to go to my Stoutland. Just gonna go for the Frustration. And for all you guys that ask me why are you using Frustration over Return, my answer is why not? It's the same base power, it's Stoutland, it destroys Pokemon. This Fane is mad, okay? Friendly dog, those don't bite, but this Fane will bite your dick off without mercy. So this was the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, give a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the show. But that's pretty much gonna be all for today. If my opponent is uploading videos, I'm definitely gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna leave his link in the description. If you're watching this, please leave me your name. And that's pretty much gonna be all for today. Till next time, peace out.